Estamos con el astronauta Joe Acaba, astronauta de origen puertorriqueño, que pues regresó hace poco más de 2 meses
Sí.
a la Tierra después de estar poco más de 5 meses en la Estación Espacial Internacional. Fue y regresó en una como estas, en una nave Soyuz. Esta es su pequeña casa
Sí, espacial.
espacial. Y pues estamos muy felices de que nos haya recibido y que nos brinde esta entrevista. Joe, muchísimas gracias.
Mi placer. Gracias.
Tell us a little bit about your experience going to space. What was the most important things that you learned, that you, how did it change your vision of the world and of life?
Yeah,
in general?
so the main reason we go up to space and work in the space station is to conduct experiments in the microgravity environment. So it was great to be a part of all of those experiments. We're learning about the human body. We learn a lot about physics, and half of what we do is to improve life on Earth, and the other half is for us to explore. But when you look at the Earth from the International Space Station and you see how beautiful it is, but also how fragile, it changes your view of the world and how we are one people and we all have to take care of the planet.
I know this was your 3rd mission in space, right? Do you ever get used to it?
I think you get used to working there and you get used to the sensation of being in space and how to operate, but you never get used to the fact that here I am in space. I mean, I'm just some little kid from Southern California, and now I have this opportunity to work in space, and that never gets old and you never get used to that.
What do you think gave you the right elements to become an astronaut?
I don't know. I mean, astronauts are just regular people who were fortunate enough to get hired. I think my education, which is required in the sciences. I also spent some time in the United States Marine Corps Reserve. I was a Peace Corps volunteer in the Dominican Republic, and I was a school teacher before I got hired. And so I think all of those little things is what allowed me to get hired.
Let's get to that point. You're a teacher and you're
Yep.
part of this great initiative of having a whole year of education on station. What is this initiative about?
So it's a great opportunity because I was there for almost 6 months. And then when I landed, Ricky Arnold, who is
Yeah.
now up in the space station,
Up
he's
there.
up there somewhere. He's also an educator. So it's a great opportunity to have a year of educators in space that can help inspire students, but also to, I think more importantly, is to elevate the teaching profession. Teachers work really hard. Their job is one of the most important jobs that we have on Earth. And so we want to highlight the work that they do and also inspire students.
Why is it important for astronauts and highly qualified professionals and scientists to be connected with students and with teachers?
Well, I think one part of our job is to inspire those students. We need them to be our future explorers, our future scientists. And so we're starting that work, but we need them to continue. And so we just want to help teachers kind of get the students excited and let them know that, you know, we're just like them. And so if that's their dream, they can make that happen.
So tell us a little bit more about what do you do in this year of education on station. I know you did some demonstrations
Demonstrations.
and connected with schools, mostly in the United States, but also some other places around the globe.
Yeah, so a few of the things is that we now have more time on the space station. We're really busy with the science, but they gave us more opportunities to connect with students and teachers, so that's a big part. This demonstrations like you talked about, which is actually giving teachers demonstrations that we do up in space that they can use in the classroom. And then we also want to, Ricky Arnold, who is up there, will do some of the lesson plans that Krista McAuliffe had planned when she was going up on her shuttle flight. So again, an opportunity to highlight education, its importance, and give teachers and students something that they can use in the classroom.
Can we remember a little bit about Krista, the first teacher in space?
Yes. So of course she was a pioneer, and her goal was to go up to space as a teacher and highlight the profession. but then do lesson plans, you know, like we do in the classroom, that she could share with the world. So unfortunately, we lost Krista and her crew, but it's an opportunity to pay our respect to them and also do kind of continue that mission. So it's pretty exciting.